And now the Micky Mouse Club presents The Adventures of Clint and Mac. Hi, Mouseketeers. I'm Tim Considine, and I'm here today to tell you about the new Micky Mouse Club serial that you're going to be seeing for the next 3 weeks. It's something different from the others, mainly because it all takes place in a foreign country. I'm sure most all of us have heard of England, but unlike most foreign countries, in England they speak the same language as we do. I guess what I should say is we speak the same language as they do. For as you know, our ancestors brought the language over with the early settlers even before the Mayflower landed on our shores. But anyway, England is still a foreign country, and they do many things differently than we do. As you know, they don't have a president. Instead, they have a king or a queen. The present head of England is Queen Elizabeth II. And like in any other family, Queen Elizabeth has a husband and children. Her husband is Prince Philip. Her children are Prince Charles and Princess Anne. Prince Charles is older than his sister, and one day he'll be King of England. Maybe by now you think I'm going to give you a lesson in English history, but don't worry, I'm not. I have to tell you a little about this, though, because Prince Charles figures quite a lot in our new story, The Adventures of Clint and Mac. Clinton Rogers, to give him his full name, is an American boy who's living temporarily in England. His father's stationed there in the Air Force. Mac, full name Alistair McIntosh, is British. They get on real well together, except every now and then when Clint accidentally steps on Mac's very British toes.
What can we get Charlie for 5 shillings?
I say, do you mind not calling His Royal Highness Charlie?
Well, in America, we call him Chuck.
See what I mean? Well, anyway, when these two decide to do a little shopping in a pretty beat-up place called Shepherd's Bush Market, things really start happening.
Don't look at him.
Why not?
He's one of my father's men.
Aren't you even going to say hello?
It's bad form to recognize the detective. He might be on a very important case.
Oh. You know, I'm always suspicious of doors that close like that.
Now let's meet some of the other characters you'll be seeing in The Adventures of Clint and Mac. Here's Clint's father. He's a captain in the Air Force stationed in England. And this is Mac's father. He doesn't wear a uniform for a very good reason. He's a detective in Scotland Yard. That's something like being in the FBI and just about as important. This little doll goes by the name of the Honorable Pamela Gwendolyn Stewart. When she can give the babysitter the slip, she sure has a mind of her own.
Drive slowly around Camden Town.
That place, miss? What in heaven's name for? Your father will rip 30 years of stripes off my sleeve.
Then I'll sew them back on. Drive slowly around Camden Town and turn the radio on.
When Pamela, Clint, and Mac get together and decide to give Prince Charles a birthday present and deliver it to him personally at Buckingham Palace where he lives, you'd be surprised at the complications that arise. For instance, they tangle with these young hoodlums whom the British call teddy boys.
What's the hurry up, chum?
I say, let us fight, please.
You ain't going no place.
Gang way, boy. You heard him. You ain't going no place. Love of that. What have we here, eh?
Blimey Pete, you know, if it was a big and crown jewel.
Elizabeth, look. Yeah, come on, give us a deco.
So you won't give us a butcher's, eh?
You're quite right, we won't.
Blast off, Buster. You're asking for it.
Of course, the boys' mothers have an entirely different idea of what their sons are doing.
Oh, I'm glad Alistair isn't very adventurous. The inspector is flirting with danger all day, and I'm thankful that one of my men at least is safe.
Well, let me tell you a little more about our new serial from England. You've seen Clint and Mac and their parents and the Honorable Pamela Stewart so far. Here's a couple of characters that Inspector McIntosh, Mac's father, would sure like to get his hands on.
What do you think we've got here? In cash.
Today, in America, we should get close on $100,000 for it.
I'll leave it here till I get organized.
Oh, no, you don't. It's far too hot. The police are in and out of here every day. You keep it at your place.
But how can I get it across London? Now it's spread all over the papers. With my record, they'll pick me up on sight.
Just wait a minute.
And then there's that fat old guy. He's called Toby Jug because he looks like one. He looks harmless enough, but don't let that fool you.
Oh, leave that, and I'll guard it with my life. Don't be longer than 15 minutes, mind.
I guess it's okay. Come on.
Right then, Clint and Mac parted with $100,000 worth of hot merchandise, although they don't know it. They thought it was worth $30, and that Toby Jug was an honest guy.
The car.
It's gone.
And our package.
Are we late?
No, right on the nose.
Golly, what do we do now?
You tell me. Gosh, we should never have left him.
While Clint and Mac lose the scent for a while, our friend Toby Jug wastes no time in contacting a suspicious-looking character named Kurt.
So tell me your price.
Not a penny less than 500.
Goddamn boyful. You're a thief and a robber.
But I could get at least that from the bookworm.
All right, all right. I suppose I pay it. Wait a minute, and I'll give you the address in Paris, where you can take the goods.
Dunkirk, my lad.
It's just bad luck for Toby Jug that he let one of Kurt's cards drop out of his car. For this is a clue that puts Clint and Mac right back on the trail.
What's that?
Oh, nothing. It says Breckenridge and Sons.
From here on out, things happen pretty fast.
I thought the police cleared you.
Cleared me? Yeah. There's been a man trailing me ever since.
I hope he didn't see you come in here.
Don't be a fool.
Maybe we'd best slip down the river now. The police boat should be upstream.
How can we go now when that slop Toby Jerk has the loot?
He'll show up all right. He won't know what's in your package, whether it's stolen goods or a veal cutlet.
What do we do now?
We've got to find a way out of here without being seen. Come on.
Yeah. Get me my home. Hello, hello. Is Alistair there, dear? My son and his friend have not returned.
What's up down there?
Get back to the wheel, you fool. Have you gone crazy? Come on, get out of here. Get out of there. Come on, get out.
I'd like to show you what happened after this, but that would get us all gummed up. We must begin at the beginning. Be sure and join us tomorrow for the start of this exciting English serial and see what happens on one very important day in the lives of Clint and Mac.